Hello, Wayne Pride, aka Nexus. Welcome to the Lost Lives Count, where we tie up victims in horror movies, anime, TV shows, music videos, and anything someone that ends up 6 feet under or stuffed in a melted ice box. I'm your host, William Prouty, aka Nexus. Today, we're checking to Psycho 4, The Beginning, released in 1992. Directed by Mick Garris. Yeah, Mick Garris, who actually directed Mick Chris 2, The Fly 2, and Sleepwalkers. He co-directed Hocus Pocus, because why not mix child murder with Betty Millard? And don't forget, he directed Riot, Bullet, and Nightmare Cinema. And spared the usual diet thriller, he voiced the careers. He was Dr. Higgins Riot Bullet. He was himself digging up the marrow, and make out here being Alfred Hitchcock of cable TV, because he was actually on Showtime. Now back to Psycho. Yes, this one is a sequel or prequel. That's right. It tells the backstory of Norman Bates and tell his future. It like watching Anakin from Darth Vader, then go shopping as a seer Sith Lord, or this is Anthony Perkins' final performance as Norman Bates before his passing. Poor one of the OG Mama's Boy. So how did Norman do this chapter of stab and chat lifestyle? How many lives lost did Norman unpack in childhood trauma, like it was Chris Toppola? Let's find out. Turn on the neon no vacancy sign and get to the lives lost. Welcome back to the Lost Lives Count, where we don't just count bodies, we question, like, did he kill because he's crazy, or he really bad at talking his feelings? Today we're slicing into the prequel sequel sandwich as known as Psycho for the Beginning. Serve cold with a side of not a shower again. The movie opened up with a Universal logo. Because even psychos deserve corporation brand with, and it's an CA company. The real killer is mergers and acquisitions. Then we jump into a Hilton's Green Productions, which is sound like a fancy hotel, but and not get a mint on your pillow. Here, it's just a blade knife in your mattress. Suddenly, bam! A knife slashes with the screen. The title card shatters like Norman Sandys. A cigarette, a cake, a radio. Reuse the Psycho original theme. And orange slice like the haunted Whole Foods. Now, we are live on air. We meet a smooth voice, but not the host, Raymond Lynette, played by Kurt Paul. Fun fact, he was Norman Bates in the short-lived TV movie The Bates Motel. He was last on the kill count. Was his gig too. He just escaped from the house, or his mother's voice, or a rerun. Then we meet friend Bros, played by C.H. Pounder. Yes, she pounds through roles like. But in RoboCop, more like a Robodrone. Eileen in Demon Knight, Detective Marge Francis in Endgame, as she is Sister Abigail in my previous Lost Life count in The Orphan. She basically the queen of surviving creepy stuff for now. But honestly, Sister Abigail actually did die. Raymond on the air. Plot twist, he actually killed his own mom. Yeah, you hear right. Matricide Hotline is live and taking calls. Enter Dr. Leo Richmond, played by Warren Frost. Rest in peace, my guy. He passed in 2017. You might know him from Dr. Hey, word. Yes, another doctor. Because what a TV show, horror TV show, without a calm, vaguely unhelpful voice in a cardigan. They're joined by Alyssa Hook, now married, as a caller names, because who doesn't love a radio show where people casually vote on the murder like American Idol? And then we have a mysterious caller, a soft voice, shaky voice, some mother issues. His name is Ed. Oh, come on, it's Norman. You can smell the shower curtains trauma through the phone line. He asked the burning question. Why do sons kill their mothers? Norman Bay, that less of a question, more of the confession. And it's the time to Norman origin story. Good. Mommy loves you. Mommy, she believe. Norman is back. Anthony Perkins is back. Still twitchy, charming. Uncomfortable every time. Say the word affection, fear. Now let's talk about Baby Bates. Norman, played by. Yeah, E.T. grew up. Yeah, he actually played E.T. He actually have a lot of horror roles. He Jack Gillett in The House That Screams. He in the Western as William in Dead Birds. He Eric Rockler is Suffering a Man Charity, aka Ghostwire. No, it's not the PBS Kid one. Aaron in Red Velvet. He ate the frosted cakes in that one. He Father Tom Hogan in Ouija or Evil. He tried to bless the board and got cursed instead. Tom Bergen in Gerald's Game. Yes, that disturbing one. Jack Torrance, a bartender / barter in Doctor Sleep. Honestly, this is a sequel, and he went full cosplay. Dan Strada in Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. Henry Wingster in The Blind Manor. Ed Flynn in Midnight Mass, and the most recently Frederick Usher in the fall of the House of Usher. This horror restaurant is long. Probably get haunted just walk past by the mirror. Now back in the movie, we meet Holly, a blonde, flirty girl that about to be a memory. She and young Norman are watching the fireworks. Sparkly flying, not kind of romantic, more like a bad decision in progress kind. Then, Holly want to celebrate the 4th of July with her firecrackers of her own. She ready to get freaky, but Norman is out here like we not. I'm mostly repressed. I hear my mother in my brain. Holly like, cool, I'll just go in the random creepy house then. Girl have no teach you about danger rules or the horror survival rules. Honestly, I actually watched Scream and nobody learned about freaking the horror survival rules? Come on! Fun fact, the Bates house was fully a full creation and rebuilt for the movie. Right now, the creepy taxidermy vibes all, and it would be give it 1 star to memory. I can't. Now, Holly play hide and go seek like the slasher theme TikTok challenge. She heads upstairs into Norma's room Actually, Norman's room. Oh no! That's a no-no. And Norman voice dropped like a stone. What are you doing here? In my room. I can hear his snow snap like a overcooked spaghetti noodle. Holly fully unstep like, come on, Norman, touch me. Late, I'm trying to hold it together like duct tape and repressed trauma. Then, mother voice kick in. Get the whore out of my house. And Norman actually apply red flag a recipe. She not a whore. Baby, Norman tried to defend her while sharpening the knife. But too late, the mother took over like a Karen possessed on bath salt. And just like that, at 18 minutes and 43 seconds, Norman stabbed Holly to death. Victim number 1, Holly. Death by mommy. His first ever kill. Led by mommy voice and not his own hand. Honestly, well, technically his own hand, but with motherly motivation. Oh, and you asked before, yes, in this version, it's actually his mother name is Norma, not Gloria. No alias, no fake names. We're going to full Norman and Norma Bates here isn't just a murder, it's the birth of a killer. And it's all started because a girl wanted to cuddle. The boy need therapy. A lot of therapy. When we last checked in, Norman just had his first kill with Holly and seduced by bad lightning and worse. The boy whose mother lived in his frontal lobe rent free. Now let's rewind and just after his first kill, young Norman say, "Oh God, mother, blood, blood." Yep, that exact same line he screamed after he killed Marion Crane in the first Psycho. That is, he remained his drama now. Greatest hit of a serial killer now in stereo. Fireworks go off outside, but inside it's all red. Baby, it's not Independence Day, it's Codependence Day. I am sorry about that joke. And Norman emotional fireworks set to Mommy Made Me Do It. Cut to the present. Our radio host, Fran Brosia, still calm, collected, a casual chain smoking, like she hosted a true crime, the lung collapse edition. She leans at as was that your first time talking to the corpse, like it's a Tinder icebreaker. And Norman just chilling after dropping his trauma bomb. Something like, it's relaxing. Bro, relaxing? Just people do yoga. You chat with dead bodies. But hey, who I do to judge? Now let's talk about Mother's voice. Norma Bates' voice is actually, but her voice is by the late great Alice. She actually passed away February of this year. R.I.P. the legendary. Her horror resume is Claire Franklin in Nightwing, not the hero, not the superhero of the horror movie. Shirley in the Step Monster. Yes, this is a real title, not the wrestling move. And Griffin in Lost. And of course, she is Norma Bates here. With a voice that part stern grandma, part demonic, and 100% do not disobey me, young man. Now Dr. Leo chimes in. The only guy brave enough interrupt Norman mid-mental breakdown. He calmly asks, where you live in when you become a mother? Norman probably thinking, great. Now I got go all Zillow trauma edition. Start recounting the Bates timeline. Honestly, this is from the 1990s. He never say that. That what ChatGPT wrote in my script. Sorry. The emotional squatter, known as Mother, had moved in way before the knives came out, because Norman would world you don't move out of the home, you move deeper into the wall of your own psychosis. So when we left off Norman, he relived his first kill, and then honestly, Leo the psychiatrist asked, where do you live when you become a mother killer? Norman channel full Sasba reply, what does geography have to do? Mike Joff, passive regressive GPS energy. Fran just blinked like, bruh, he arguing with science now? She fired back with, she never said that. It part of the script. She thinks it's not important, which the radio speak mean. This man is ducking every question like it's dodgeball finals. Then Norman hangs up. Boom, no more Mr. Nice Psycho. Fran turned off the radio like shutting the lid to Pandora's box. But, she Norman bleed from the finger from the phone. But in this landlight, even lands out the blood of Final Destination Radio Shack Edition. But it's surprise night. Surprise! It's Connie Bates, his wife. Yes, Norman is married to a real breathing human woman. Proof that truly love is blind. And apparently deaf to all his stabby history. Connie is played by Donna Mitchell, who is a model, though on therapist with a wedding ring. She entered the room with. She actually talked to Norman. Babe, are you getting your wedding cake? Meanwhile, Norman he actually want to get the frosting, but she talked about what she said before. But Norman already doing radio damage control. Because boom, Fran Norman turned back his the radio show. The devil dial up has connected. Norman voice crackle for the array, and Fran cooler than the popsicle at the more should say, welcome back. Why you think your mother did what she did? Norman, let's unpack Norman's TED Talk of Doom. He blames sexual retention. Oh, good. We're going full food now. He was say that was it all bad. She could be sweet woman and mean the next. Wait, what? That not how sweet works. Means Norman. That how bipolar frosting works. She things get darker. Norman revealed that his father died when he was 6. Cue the dramatic backstory bomb. We get to see a flashback. No, we can't see his dad. He like Slenderman of the story. All buzz, no face. Why? Because Mrs. Emma Stool, aka Emma Mom, plot twist award. If you actually did see Psycho 2 or Psycho 3, Go watch the movies. Killed John Bates by unleashing a swarm of bees. Yes, bees. I repeat that the man was murdered by bees. B-movie meet murder mystery. John Bates was stung to death at 25 minutes and 02 seconds. Bee-related funeral. Now let's give love to the real MP, the psychological breakdown, Olivia Hussey, who played Norman. Sadly, we lost Olivia in 2024. A true horror legend. Let's run down her legacy reel. Jessica Bradford in Black Christmas.
Yeah, one you goodies, one in.
She was Jessica Bradford in Black Christmas, a blueprint for all final girls. She was married in Virus, Nurse Walton in Ice Cream Man, a terrifying movie, more terrifying than it sounds. Dr. Karen Murphy in Headspace, and of course Audrey Phillips in Stephen King's It 1990. I've said that with Tim Curry, who made clowns legally terrifying. Honestly, Bill Skarsgård do that too. Oh. Honestly, Olivia is what they bake a pie, and next month she call you filthy iron knives and descent to madness like a wrong turn in Silent Hill. Now back to Norman broadcast. John actually got a silk handkerchief over his face. Looked like an audition for Phantom of the Opera. Mommy Issues edition. Norman even ever a 5-class abuser. How he feels. Then a slap him like she auditioned for WWE SmackDown 1950s Psycho Edition. Suddenly, we finally see the elusive John face. And he looked like a man who died by bee stings. Rest in pollen, my guy. Now we meet Mrs. Lang. And let me tell you, between her, Norman, and John, this is actually, honestly, this happened. Mrs. Lane actually told him about his cake and his birthday in the future. But they're about the Norma and John. His whole childhood is like a Jerry Springer spinoff. My hotel is a house and my mom is in denial. Rain poured down like the heavens is cry out for therapy. We wish back again. Because time works differently in Traumaville. Norman is a kid again. And what he doing? Oh, just murdering his mom's boyfriend, Chet. Chet, the most punchable name since Todd. We don't even get a proper intro. Just here, Chet. Now he dead. Norman said so. And guess what? Norman was running the Bates Motel at 15. Bro managing the rest of the business while still losing the fight to Algebra. More rain. Like the movie is 60% drama and 40% precipitation? Now, Norman stripped down to his clothes and got into his bed with his mother. Man, yeah. It get weirder. Well, the can't get weirder. Haha. Oh, buddy. Norma find a dirty magazine, call him a pig, and a one-way ticket to Emotional Dangerville. A train leave every time it rains. Norman explained that it's not incest because not what the people become. Okay, Norman is not the creepiest, not the denial I ever heard. The sentence of your say before your therapist retires. One day he home finds Norma full speed loser mind, and Norman literally in a hotel room, but Norman literally floor and his mom spiraling like a villain mama in a opera. Norman pours her tea with vanilla drops it in it, which honestly sound like a cozy beverage. Until you remember, she why you don't give Norman a chance to drink. Then she actually tell him to lotion her up, and like excuse ma'am, this isn't Silence of the Lamb. This is Norman first therapy bill. She start playing mother and son, then slaps some lipstick dress on him and like he a paper doll. All he need a musical number and a straight order. And she shoved him in the closet and called him Norma. But her name is Norma. No wonder the man see his future blood in shampoo. Norman start to repeat the past parrot mode active. He out of the closet figuratively and literally. He say be right back. Go to wash his face. Probably hoping he can rinse off the memories too. Spoiler it, you can't. And now Fran and Lilo think maybe, just maybe, Ed is Norman. Yep. Took an entire trauma TED Talk to get the welcome party, folks. Now Leo tried to ask where he lived in Fairville. Norman spilled a year. I hit my. He actually killed his mom. We go. They're fixing to go out of business. Yes, casually slid in there like a Yelp review. 1 star. Motel shut down due to homicide and unresolved marital issues. She yelled at Norman as she say she doesn't want him around anymore, and she actually say I shouldn't have her, but probably you should say that because you're not his biological mother. Even the house probably filling with for if they go on a commercial break. But Norman's real break is his mentality unplugged. Leo keep crushing, but Norman ain't answered. Why? Because this all loop back to 1960. You know the murder? The one in the shower? The one Chase Sima made everyone afraid of motels hygiene? Norman ignores Leo. The ghosts are louder. And also, let's be real. Leo doesn't have Murray shriek. We cut to Fran, who chain smokes. She trying to outplace Norman's trauma timeline. She told Bates left town years ago after the murders, as in Psycho 1 through 3 already happened. And I guess that means the 1987 Bates Motel spinoff ain't canon. Just like the Star Wars Holiday Special. It happened, but we don't talk about it. Like we don't talk about Bruno. Now, Fran don't tell Dr. Leo to stay out of it. Leo, being nosy therapist with a concern, goes, she want he actually will go mad and want to kill again. Bro, tell it like a body counts and flashback is not so. Now we get into the weird part of every day. Leo say Norman say that he met his wife at a mental facility. Plot twist: Norman is now married. Connie is about the hubby more issues than National Geographic. Now Norman tells the truth that he lied his whereabouts to Dr. Leo because he want every marriage. Lies a confession over birthday cake. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Norman is Stuck is free and do his role. So again, you see that stuff. Chad and Norma, they were give frisky like 1950 Teleca, where while young Norman peeping line, it was worse than the only fan description ever. Fun fact: Norma and Chet are doing the deed after Chet showers because even in horror, hygiene matters. Norma sees um and the baby. Chet like, hey Normie, I'm your new dad. Jim Koja best kill. Norma like, I hate everything about this. Chet get on John Bates robe. Symbolism much. Now he teaching Norman to box because he say bonding like sparring with a future murderer. Chet punch Norman and goes, get even. Yeah, the age well. Chet stronger, sure, but Norman got rage fouls a result repeated complexes. Cut up. Norman rip apple in half, which even a few flex or a cry for help. Even way Granny Smith didn't deserve that. Then they take a break because even a flashback need a commercial pause. Now Norman say he want to kill again. I want to protect the world from the bad seed of Norman Bates. Bro, you're are the bad seed. That tornado will try and stop the damage. He doesn't want to get the phone call. Why? Because the only person call him is his mother. She don't leave a voicemail, just body counts. Surprise! It's not the second victim is Gloria. She was actually, to tell the truth, they were kissing and boom, Norman hear the voice of his mother like a ghost DJ on worst road trip ever. And Norman show up and strangle her in the car and drown her. Overkill at 1 hour and 59 seconds. Right on the dot. And yes, I'm counting seconds at trauma. No one. So Norman just pushed a Gloria car into the like. He auditioned for Gone Girl to Psycho Drift. I guess what she actually drowned, fully drowned. Maybe she swam out. No, she swam out. Mystery. The girl taking express lane to Davy Jones' motel. Now Norman planned to poison because when in doubt, suckering it out. But see, Norman doesn't feel bad. At least not until he see the coffee and which now it's time. Norma Bates goes on the count. Yes, sir, Mama. Bates, check it out. No stabbing, no drowning, no be old-fashioned poison. And the kicker, the poison her slurridge is circling, which is basically a murder, just like forever. I heard time of death in 1 hour 30 minutes. But honestly, she was in her. Mama Bates actually become a side project with her wig in the coffin, and she actually have internal rest and like a blowout. Now, Norman believe fu- system fully collapsed. He believes in her. He built this terrifying shrine to Bobby Dearest using the live lot of stuff human. But hold on to your butcher knives because Norman about to make his choice yet. He decided to his wife has to die. Why? Because she pregnant with Norman. Rule is no pregnant. Forget the pregnant. Okay. This man like rated no. She never wanted to stop the pregnancy. She wanted family. Norman, he having flashbacks so hard at a separate tone. Honestly, we're back. He actually remembered Chet and the poison is actually clear. They have the drinks lie and they click glasses and toxic love and Norman watching like a kid. Suddenly, Chet that don't feel good in stumble. Guys, oh crap, it's the stomach. I've been Norman. He got something and Chet collapsed amid the stairs and died of poison fuel agony. Time of the death 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 59 seconds. Right after the poison kicks in, and just gravity finished the job. It's Norma's turn as she reaches out and speaks. And the sis. She collapsed, gurgling, say Norman. And she actually say goodbye like a Karen. And she officially died at 12 minutes, 13 seconds, and 4:45. Now, after all the hallucination, poison, screaming, and dead bees, Norman did it. He officially killed his mother and her boyfriend, Chet. Already counted them, punch out their ticket, and move on. Sit in the chair. Her the chair that the iconic rocket chair. See, it like is SAG eligible. She dead like official. Chet 2 roasted both of them like toast and literally Norman literally eat toast. Now, like just a fish in a mowing lawn instead of marrying to his entire bloodline. No jam, just trauma. Then he say it's the end of the show. And bro, what like this? A podcast or a confession? Cue the rain, cue the thunder, cue Connie show up the same energy to a haunted escape room. She like Norma, what we're doing here. Honestly, she actually got told to come up to his mother house. Why I can't love. What if I can't love the baby? He grabbed the knife, and of course, honestly, it's always 9 o'clock somewhere in this universe. So Connie loved because duh. Norma starts screaming her name like she forgot her purse. She hide, classic move. Until boom, the door slam behind her and the house it the drama. She ended up in the basement, aka Norman Museum of Material History, and walks the door. Literally, Norman is standing like, welcome to my trauma cave. He can't do it, not this time. Norman finally realized the baby doesn't have to be a monster. He break the cycle, snap out of it. He dropped the knife like it about. He tell him. He tell Carly, go away in the car. I got a house to commit arson. Now he actually go destroy the fire everywhere and legend wild things. All his victims from different and Gloria kisses him from the grave like, yo, girl, you're supposed to be in the sloppy soup, not lock your lips from beyond. He see the dead, he see the past, he sees the budget for scenes that like that boom, the basement tail exploded like the Michael Bay finale, and Mama Bay's corpse get roasted like a rotisserie elucidation. Norma, well done. But don't worry, Norman gets out. Connie free him. Connie got him out of the basement like the queen she is. The basement until it gone, his past is gone, his future, and now once his curse. And just you think it over? The Karen Kyle, the rocket tail, and rocks and rocks, and Norma bass whisper. Then the bass cry and the credits roll. We don't know. I think it's actually the new beginning. How many lives lost and Norman did? Let's find out and get to the numbers. No. And it's time for a new beginning for all of us. Let's get to the numbers. We have nine. We have 5 confirmed deaths. 96 minutes. 1 male, 4 females. A death every 1.60 minutes. Now that's a murder rate that even Norman Bush. Alright. Alright, ghouls and boys. Rather around the radio is the 90s, and we're pretending that everything mostly stable because it's actually the count the corpses, crack jokes like it's psycho for the roasting. This one got mommy issues, repressed trauma, birthday cake with the side of emotional collapse, and enough dead bodies to make a taxidermy sweat. So let's break down. The death toll is five total, one male and four females. No animals were harmed in making the movie, just psychs. The great acts of execution go to the devs that are great. It goes to Chad. Look, the man was a jerk, and the legendary dev he was poisoned by Norman like a master chef with accident and stumbled to stairs that like a drunk uncle at a wedding. Bam, dead. Dead at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 59 seconds. And he's still more likable than anyone in 1980s remake. 1998 remake. The Whippy acts go to John Bates, a man who dies off screen from bees. Not even killer bees from My Girl, just invisible bees we see in the coffin. That it, the whole death. Talk about buzzkill. Cycle 4, The Begin, released in 1990. aka the whole year realized Norman Bates might need more than therapy, maybe a whole exorcism. Be the way in 1988, 1998, they tried a reboot. Same story, same characters, same shower, same thing. It's actually reheat trauma in a microwave but soggier. This movie said, let's explain everything, like every single thing. Then it did. Fire, guilt, and basement full of mommy issues. Upcoming next is Tears of Scares. I actually have 2 Tears of Scares come up. I will. The polls are neck and neck with Disney villains or anime villains turn good. So I'm actually going to decide on one and use one of my accounts to pick one or until next time, lock your hotel room, don't drink tea, and love horror. Don't call your mom mother after the age of 30. I've been Nexus, your horror guide, trauma tour bus driver, and part-time corpse counter. Stay spooky, scream responsibly.